Children, so I am on my terrace with Bhavya. Bhavya, say good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
Right. And today me and Bhavya are performing an activity. Okay. So for that activity, we needed a bright sunshine, which we have today. The sun is too bright. And let's look at the time. So could you see the time here? What's the time? Yes, it's going to be 9 o'clock within next 2 minutes. Okay, so it's approximately 9 o'clock and we are on the terrace with Bhavya. Bhavya, now just stand as I told you to stand. Right. When you look carefully here, Bhavya is standing on the terrace and look at his shadow at 9 a.m. in the morning. Okay, can you look at his shadow? See, this is shadow, this is Bhavya. And this is his shadow. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'll ask him to stand still. Okay. And I will trace his shadow. Alright. So I'm going to trace his shadow with the help of a chalk. Alright, children? Okay. So here we are. This is how I'm tracing his shadow. These are his hands and his head. My shadow is overlapping his, isn't it? But then that's the way I could do it. So this is where Bhavya is Bhavya, now move. And this is the point you're going to stand next time. Okay? So this is Bhavya's shadow at 9 a.m. Okay? Now it's 9 a.m. Alright? I'll mark the time as well. So that is 9 a.m. Alright, children? Now I'll come after probably few hours, maybe 2 hours, okay? And let's see a magic, okay, with a shadow. Alright, so I'll meet you all again at the same spot with Bhavya after 2 hours. Alright, thank you. Children, me and Bhavya have come again on the terrace and the sun is hidden behind this big dark cloud. So we are not getting the direct light from the sun. Okay, and because we are not getting a bright sunlight, hence there are no shadows formed. Let me take you to the same spot where we had traced Bhavya's shadow in the morning. Bhavya, can you stand in that? Yes, good. See, there is no shadow. Okay, so we will have to wait for the sun to come out of this cloud. And once the sun is out, then I will try to trace Bhavya's shadow. So sun is out of the clouds. The time is approximately 1:20. Okay, so the time is 1:20 and I've asked Bhavya to stand on the same spot. See, that's the spot he was standing in the morning, and I am tracing his shadow now. Alright, so this is his shadow which I've traced now. Okay, right, Bhavya, you can go in the shade now. Go. So this is Bhavya's shadow. That was the spot, the same spot he was standing in the morning. So the first shadow which I traced was at 9:30, and this is the shadow which I have traced now, and this is at 1:20 p.m. Alright, so this is a shadow which is traced at 1:20 p.m. Alright, children? Yes, let me make an arrow to show that in the morning the shadow was of this length, and at around 1:20 the shadow is of this length. Alright, thank you. Hello, children. So once again me and Bhavya are here in the terrace. Bhavya is standing on the same spot, okay, and the time now is 4 o'clock. Alright, could you see the time? Right, it's 4 o'clock, and let's see Bhavya's shadow. Alright, so could you see Bhavya's shadow here? Even my shadow is there. So this is Bhavya's shadow. Bhavya, can you please stand straight? So that face to, yes, like this. Okay, now I'm going to draw his, I'm going to trace his shadow. Alright children, this right, and here it is. Right. Alright Bhavya, thank you so much. So this is Bhavya's shadow, which I have taken at 4 p.m. Alright. So now let's see. This is the shadow which I took at 9:30 a.m. in the morning. Is it clear? Okay. This is the shadow which we have traced at 1:20 p.m. Okay. And this is the shadow which was traced right now. That's at 4 p.m. Okay. Now if you look at these shadows, see, in the morning the shadow was yes, the length of the shadow, it's a long shadow, isn't it? Then in the afternoon the shadow was short, and by the evening the shadow is long again. Okay, so I am going to ask you to do the same experiment. All right, so what I want is, now I want all of you to conduct the same experiment with the shadows, and I have taken 3 readings, so you will take approximately 4 readings. So you take one at around probably 8 o'clock maybe, or 9 o'clock, then one at 11, then one in the afternoon and one in the evening. So 4 shadows, and just look at the pattern of the shadows. So the one which is in the morning is long, okay, then the one which is in the afternoon is short, and the one which is in the evening is long again, but the direction has changed. Okay, so I want you all to do the observations, okay, of the shadows. The material which you will need is a chalk, of course. Okay, use chalks, a watch to see the time, and a proper place where you can trace the shadows. So the terrace is the best place. Okay, all right children, so this is the task. I want your observations. You have to click the photo of the same and send it to me. We'll talk about it more in our upcoming classes. Okay, thank you, bye. Which is very important to remember, children, is to have fun with the shadows, and to keep this experiment fair, we need to stand on the same spot while taking the while tracing the shadows at different times of the day. Okay, so Bhavya stood here when I traced his first shadow at 9:30 a.m. This is the spot, and that's the shadow which was traced in the morning, right? Then we came again in the afternoon at 1:20 p.m. He stood again at the same spot, and this was a shadow. I've traced it. Okay, this was 1:20 p.m. I've written the timing as well. And then we came again at 4 o'clock, and he stood at the same spot again. Okay, and this is the shadow which I traced at 4 p.m. all right. So in order to keep your experiment fair, to get a fair result, you have to stand at the same spot every time you will trace the shadow. Okay, for this activity or for this experiment, you will need 2 people. One will stand for you, okay, and the other one will trace the shadow. So you can take help of your siblings, like your brothers and sisters, or you can take help of your parents. That's completely up to you. All right, have fun with the shadows, children, and just send me your videos. Okay, just send me the videos of the shadows which you have traced. We'll talk about it, as I already said, we are going to talk about it more in our upcoming science lessons. All right, okay then, bye.